This is my mighty 2002 diesel Clio, the best 100 quid I've ever spent. So the story behind it was, I had a transit van in 2017 as my main car. That needed a clutch. It went in for a couple of weeks to get the clutch done because it was being done kind of as a mate's thing, you know, in between jobs by a mechanic. So in the meantime, I needed some way of getting to work. Enter this thing. Somebody I worked with offered me it for what they paid for it, 100 quid. Before I got it, it was owned by an old guy for about 10 years. He then gave it to his granddaughter, I think, or his daughter. She was the cleaner at my work, and then one day her husband bought her a Audi, and she was just going to scrap this. So the guy at work that I bought it off asked her how much she wanted for it. She said 100 quid, because that was what she was going to get for scrap, so she thought. So that was that. It's been featured on the channel before a couple of times. I've done previous work on it, but it's been laid up for a couple of years now. I was driving it from 2017 until 2021, I think, when I got that, another bargain, 500 quid. So it got laid up. I sold it to someone. They didn't pick it up. Eventually I gave them their money back. The MOT lapsed. I took it for an MOT in 2022. It failed on a brake line, a ball joint, and a, what was the other thing? Brake line, ball joint, wheel bearing, that was it. It also had advisories for another brake line, another wheel bearing or two wheel bearings. Oh, it also failed on the rear number plate light and the switch for the hazard lights. So it's basically been being used as a shed since then, but I've decided to resurrect it. I haven't got rid of it because my son absolutely loves it. It's his favourite car in the world. It's just been parked here the whole time, but now that the MOT's run out on this, and I've noticed the sills are a bit soft, so I've been picking at them, and I mean there's a big hole there down to there from the front, so that's going to need some welding, which I'll have to take it to work to do. So in the meantime, I might as well get this back on the road with its 30 quid road tax and 200 quid insurance. Since it costs nothing to run, there's no reason not to, but first I've got to be able to get in it. So that's where turfing all this out comes in. So I'm partway through clearing it out at the moment. There's quite a lot of mouse activity evidence knocking around. Unsurprisingly, it's the perfect place for them. They even found some food down here. So it's all a little bit grim. But other than the steering wheel, I can't see any mould anywhere. And I think I'm going to eventually unbolt the seats and give it a proper hoover out and give the seats a proper clean, because they are rank, especially the driver's seat. Spent a couple of years just festering away. Oh, there is a tiny bit of mould on the headlining around the sunroof, but look at all this. That's all ice. It's just hanging on, so I might see if I can remove that, because that will obviously just be extra moisture in the car, won't it? Haven't done the back yet, and I've made a mess of the garden, but it is what it is. It's winter, no one looks at the garden, do they? I've also found the test sheet, but it's been moused. It's not looking great. I think that's going in the bin, but as it fails, yum. Luckily I can look it up online, so I don't need to keep that horrific thing. But it's nice to know that I kept it in the glove box, festering away to be made into a mouse nest. So that's the front emptied out anyway, so I can get in if I want to. It's a bit too cold to finish it off today, so what I'll probably do is just tidy all that crap away in the bin, which is where most of it will be going. But I did think it might be an idea to see if we can start it. So I'm expecting the battery to be flat as a fart. It's not got much oil in. It's above minimum, so that's a start. I've got a boost pack if I need it, which I will, I should think. The thing about this car as well is I've never serviced it. I've never even had an oil service for it, and because it was a 100 quid car, I didn't think it'd last very long, so I didn't think it was worth it. It's still on its original cam belt at 140,000 miles, so I'm thinking get an MOT on it and quickly give it a cam belt service. Right, have we got any lights? No lights at all on the dash. So let's get the boost pack on it. Then I'm going to take the battery off and charge it. And then call it a day once I put everything away. Okay, the boost pack is on. I don't know if it's rated for a diesel, but we'll see. It'll either work or it won't. This car's never let me down except once when the earth strap to the engine failed, so it wouldn't start then. But beyond that, it's never let me down, so I'm fully expecting if it's got diesel in it and I can get it to crank, it should start. However, I haven't started it for a while. Oh god. Found a rose bush. Right, can we get lights? Still no lights. That's not good, is it? Handbrake's off, that's a start. Literally nothing. I hope the mice haven't nibbled anything. Right, so we'll abort that mission. I'll get the battery on charge and I'll come back to you probably on Sunday. So we don't give up that easily. I've decided to try, just for the fuck of it, to boost it off my wife's brand new 3-week-old van. So let's give that a go. If we still don't get any lights on the dashboard, then I think our little critter friends have been nibbling where they shouldn't be. Not that they should be nibbling anywhere, but let's find out. Nothing. Right, we're gear, aren't we? Nope, we're in gear. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Nothing. This is not a good sign. And that seems to have got this little LED going on the dash, which can only be a good thing, can't it? So let's try. Oh, lights. Let's see if it's in gear. Now, this always likes to glow up twice, so that's one. Let's try it. I don't think I've got a strong enough connection on the live on the positive. Tried to go then though. Right, I'll see what I can do, hold on. It's on the end of a fuse, going into some sort of other fuse box looking plugins there, so hopefully that will give us a strong enough connection to get the bugger started. Should have parked this somewhere a bit nicer really, shouldn't I? But let's have another attempt. Okay. Oh. Yes! Ho ho ho! It needs a service, look. Yes! Amazing. How much fuel have we got? Nout! Oh well, let's see how long it runs for. I'll leave it running a few minutes, get rid of that thing, and away we go. It's been running about 5 minutes now. Doesn't sound like there's anything wrong, it sounds like its usual clattery self. So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. All you need to get it running at any time you want is a minibus to plug it into. Seems fine. It's been a bit kind of, you know, neglected in here. There was an advisory as well for a bottom engine mount because the rubber bush on it is getting deteriorated, so I'll have to check that out. That's another MOT job that I forgot about. And possibly replace it, but basically I think this is a viable car providing nothing horrific has happened deterioration wise while it's been parked up. Now this thing has never had any rust on it. The MOT man always says it's perfect underneath, there's no rust on the outside. Obviously I'm pointing at the wings, but you know, they're plastic so they're not going to rust, but nowhere else is it rusting. Even like the door bottoms, which are all covered in algae, seem fine. And the arches, nothing wrong there. I have a feeling someone once told me, possibly the MOT man, that these got galv dipped when the shells got galv dipped when they were made, so that's why there's no rust. Could be wrong, I probably am. There's all of this crap to clear out of the back, but I think this is a go. So I'm going to take the battery off it. I'm going to hopefully make a start on the other jobs on it and make you another video. I'll probably leave this one here. So yeah, brilliant, thanks for watching.